Hello, Your Honor. Welcome now to Tuesday. Well, sunny nesting and resting for the next couple of days for the judges and jury of the zodiac. The moon, which focuses emotions, is now focusing yours on your self-nurturing ritual, your self-mothering, basically. This is your home, your family, your foundation, how rooted you are to the planet. And this is one of the hottest topics of your spiritual growth for the next decade. In fact, the moon is crossing in front of Pluto in the next 24 hours. Now, Pluto is the regenerative force of the solar system. Pluto forces things to die and be reborn. So it's kind of the compost pile, breaking down things, creating fertilizer for the future. And when the moon crosses over Pluto, it's an opportunity for you to let go of an old emotional attachment to something that doesn't serve you. Now, considering Pluto is only 3 degrees retrograde Capricorn, your emotional attachment that likely will come up right now will be something to your childhood. This may be an emotional attachment to your pain from your childhood, that you can't let go of the fact that your parents were jerks, or that your situation sucked, or this could be an emotional attachment to something you're not getting now, or not providing for yourself now, and you're finding that, hey, you really need to step up and not be so attached to the way your nanny took care of you, but rather step up and do it yourself. Death and rebirth. Either way, you're going to be sensitive around the home for the next 2 days, and it's an excellent time to invest in the home. I always say to people, this is the best time of the month to do a nice spring cleaning. You'll feel excellent. Now, zipping around the sun in Taurus, it's all about your boundaries, where you draw your lines with intimacy, sex, between the line of life and death, when you say yes, when you say no to something. This is what boundaries are. It's what Scorpios do best. We're in Chapter 3 of Sun in Taurus, and today Jupiter is ruling the day. When Jupiter rules the day, it means it's time to expand. Expand your potential of what boundaries could be, what you could do with that. That said, today you might think outside of your own boundaries, outside of your own box. If normally you always say no to something, but in the end you haven't been happy from always saying no, maybe you should say maybe. Maybe you should consider another way of approaching it. That's what Chapter 3 is about. Let's try and experiment with new possibilities when it comes to boundaries. Then lastly, I must say I am sorry for our YouTube viewers yesterday. We had a critical upload error on YouTube. Our horoscopes did not go live until like 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Maybe you just saw it for the first time today. But I do want to remind you, when YouTube goes down, you've always got the mothership, baby. SoulGarden.tv was live all day long. That's because we own and operate the technology. So you do always have us there for you in other ways if you weren't able to get your horoscope. Plus, it's a fun place to come out to. Check it out. All right, that's all I have for the day. See you folks tomorrow with Shout Out Wednesday. Live, love, be.